Soldiers of the 28th Mechanized Brigade and supporting units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces successfully repelled a tank attack by Russian invaders near Toretsk, Donetsk Region. The 28th Mechanized Brigade's press service reported this and shared a video showing the intense combat operations. The military explained that after months of frequent small group attacks in the Toretsk area, Russia finally decided to launch a decisive offensive, deploying all its forces. Earlier that morning, soldiers of the 3rd Mechanized Battalion spotted 2 Russian arsenal tanks, escorted by infantry, advancing toward Ukrainian positions on one of the front lines. With this small armored group, the Russians launched an attack, attempting to break through and advance. However, the Ukrainian army gave them no chance. First, the enemy armored vehicles were attacked by Ukrainian artillery, and then RV, a pilot from the Spalach Unmanned Systems Battalion from the Kurt and Company unit, the 3rd Mechanized Battalion, along with its supporting units, joined the fight. Drones and FPV kamikaze bombers targeted the invaders, dropping ammunition on them. After several attacks, the tanks attempted to move along the forest belt to safely deploy infantry among the green trees. However, the Knights attacked fiercely with FPV drones, bomber drones, and even AI-powered drones, the 28th Mechanized Brigade stated. Ultimately, the entire Russian strike group was eliminated. One tank was completely destroyed, while another was hit and rendered inoperable. The battle likely took place near the village of Dilivka, Donetsk Region. The Ukrainian army itself described it as a difficult but well-executed operation. According to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, on July 9, the enemy launched 8 attacks in the Toretsk region, targeting the settlements of Dilivka, Shermanivka, Toretsk, Ruzhin Yar, and advancing towards Pleshdiivka. It was previously reported that soldiers of the 28th Separate Mechanized Brigade, named after the Knights of the Winter Campaign, had begun learning to ride motorcycles. There are interesting developments coming from the direction of Kostiantynivka, Donetsk Oblast. Here, after facing repeated humiliating setbacks at Pokrovsk, the Russian command shifted its attack to Kostiantynivka as it ran into the Ukrainian defense line. The Russians sent a massive assault group with dozens of armored vehicles to break through, but instead deployed into a devastating kill zone. The goal of the Russian forces west of Kostiantynivka was to achieve a decisive penetration through the Ukrainian defense line, creating an opportunity to encircle and besiege Pokrovsk and Kostiantynivka simultaneously. This would disrupt the Ukrainian defenses in 2 crucial sectors, potentially destabilizing much of the front line. Following the relatively rapid Russian advance in this area last month, Ukrainian forces quickly redeployed the light units to delay further advances, thus buying time for reserve forces to reinforce the secondary defense line. Although the Russians made gradual progress since the initial breakthrough, Ukrainian forces managed to slow the enemy's momentum, preventing the collapse of the front line that Russia so desperately desired. Now, Russian forces face fortified Ukrainian positions southwest of Kostiantynivka, where they have been unable to advance further for the past 2 weeks. Russia currently holds one significant advantage: the construction of a bridge across the crucial Baikal River. This allows them to transfer larger numbers of troops and equipment across the water barrier, thereby increasing their offensive potential and the intensity of their attacks. The bridgehead's geographical position offers flexibility for attacks on Kostiantynivka or Pokrovsk, but given limited resources, Russian commanders appear to be primarily focused on advancing toward Kostiantynivka. This tactical choice also threatens the Ukrainian defensive line near Toretsk, increasing the advantage for Russia with any successful maneuver. However, the Ukrainian defenses around Kostiantynivka are robust and meticulously designed, significantly shaping Ukrainian tactics and providing a decisive defensive advantage. Elaborate anti-tank ditches and natural terrain features effectively channel Russian forces along the heavily fortified Pokrovsk-Kostiantynivka highway. Ukrainian engineers have constructed a sophisticated, layered defense network along this critical road, establishing a formidable defense in depth. Additionally, rows of dragon teeth along the highway served as concrete barriers to stop Russian armored attacks, while hidden Ukrainian positions inside the fortifications